Never sober, never choking, always smoking dope. Fucking if they getting over, got a month of coke because the kid the coldest. Ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid getting older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be voting. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper, stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket, not promotion. Shout out Sushi, sweet, but if we get the
I was on the Steve Harvey show, and Steve Harvey, who is going to call in at 5:45 and get the fucking record straight. Right. We're not hip-hop artists. We don't go at each other like that, but when push comes to shove, you gotta push back. That's what I say, right?
Yes, sir.
Push back.
And
Don't shoot at him.
And you have to push him on the swing, because it's on Instagram.
So what is Steve Harvey? Johnny Mac, Katt Williams is a good friend of mine, and I'm not gonna sit here and let you befoul his name. I will not let you do that.
I'm just saying he's a great, talented actor. I loved him in First Sunday. Yeah, but he lost his hot comb.
Louis Dick, I'm not gonna sit here and let you befoul and detangle.
They said he did all his lines from a booster seat.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you defile the legend, Katt Williams. He's a legend.
Yeah, I was just reading his mini bio. And I heard his favorite cereal was Mini Wheat.
You guys are fucking ridiculous.
He was Mini Me.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. No. Look. This is what's going to happen. Let's get focused. This is what's going to happen.
I will not.
Katt Williams has called out Steve Harvey, right? But in Detroit, they will meet each other like two titans, like a world federal boxing match. It's going to be crazy. The problem is, Katt Williams hasn't written a new joke in about 2 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, he got new teeth before he got new jokes. He got new growth before he got new jokes. That nigga got the grill of a 68 Cougar, nigga.
I'm not going to sit here and let you talk about my personal friend. We email each other often. I'm not going to sit here and let you talk about my friend Katt Williams.
Your computer got some teeth marks in the mouth.
But we're setting the stage. Listen, let's get focused. For all the radio land that's listening, anybody in the Detroit area, make sure you go to this show because this is going to be a classic throwdown. Never have I seen something where a young comic like Katt Williams, now I got to be honest with you, Katt Williams makes me laugh, but however, he does not do any new material. All the material that he's done, I've seen before. Right. Okay?
Yeah, and so has Moses.
So what I'm saying is that this is the time for the young buck and Katt. How old is Katt Williams?
72, yeah, 63.
You guys are fucking hilarious.
He's 37.
He's 37? So we've been around for a minute.
Yeah.
37?
37 inches.
That's the oldest adolescent?
7 is dog years.
So we're setting the stage for Detroit. However, we all know this. Every comedian in that room right now knows this. Whoever goes first is asked. Whoever goes first usually gets the punch in. Yeah. Now I hear from Steve Harvey himself. He said, "Look here, man, I'm not trying to go with the little young motherfucker, but I'm going up first. He told me he's gonna do an hour and 10 minutes of his. He's gonna call up on his 30 years of doing comedy. Now, what I've heard, now this is just, I'm not bagging, but this is just what I've heard. I've heard that a few people have walked out on Katt Williams' show. Am I right?
Yeah, I heard he got a walking ovation.
Oh, Johnny motherfucking Mac, I'm not gonna sit here and let you talk about my best friend Katt Williams because he's my friend.
They said the whole handicap section got up. And walked out.
You're stupid.
Even Teddy Pendergrass down on his feet. I could not stand this no more.
Oh, no. Listen. Oh, shit.
We don't have a high chair to stand on, I'm telling you.
Listen, this is what we're gonna do. Let's get focused. What's cracking?
Other than the cracking your ass.
We are gonna play what Katt Williams has said about Steve Harvey. Play that for us right now. We're gonna play that.
First of all, I'd like to say
Yo, what's going on? YouTube, ItzKooll 100. Oh, you just locked in the Cool 100 Reacts, and today we're gonna be checking out Katt Williams on the Shannon Sharp Show, Club Shay Shay podcast. You dig? Alright, family, so in the first week of 2024, Katt Williams visited Shannon Sharp's podcast called Club Shay Shay for an interview, and boy, does he tell us what's on his mind. Before we get into that, I'm giving you to like, comment, subscribe, smash that bell, telephone, that Cool 100 is in fact reviewing Club Shay Shay with Katt Williams and Shannon Sharp, and I'll be right back with you.
What the fuck? Water seeks its own level. You can't stop it, playboy. It is what it is. So I hope you're ready. I hope you got a team of writers. You're going to need about 6 or 7 of them. Wow. They're going to need a couple cups of coffee. They're probably going to need some illegalities. But the one thing that's not going to happen, you're not going to beat me. It's not possible. The only thing you could do is forfeit. And I know you must have been happy when it looked like Katt Williams wasn't going to show up. But anytime you count me out, you miscounted. I think you understand that. I want you to tell your people. I want you to put it on your radio station. I want you to let them know that this is a fight you can't win. And that they shouldn't expect it. And maybe you get on stage and maybe you'll tell people this is not a championship bout at all. Maybe you can pretend like this is just you handing off the crown to me. And then we can do it civilized. But I remember when you didn't even know who Katt Williams was. And you was on your radio station asking people, who is Katt Williams? It wasn't until you found out that you couldn't really handle me that you decided to be friendly with me. But as soon as you got the opportunity to think I was weak, oh, you got a little bass in your voice. Well, let me explain something to you. You can bring the nation. You can bring Rashawn McDonald. You can bring everybody who listens to your radio show. They gonna see the truth. And its name is Katt Williams. Consider yourself warned.
Excellent. I love that. You gotta play. Biggie should come right behind that.
This nigga is a hip hop artist, nigga. This nigga is hip hop Martin Luther King.
Wait a minute, Jamie. Wait a minute, Jamie. Consider yourself warned.
Buddy Lord.
Alright, family, so the initial interview was 2 hours, so obviously I won't be reviewing the entire video. I'll just be looking at the biggest moments of the interview, so just bear with me. So the interview starts with Shannon's introduction of Katt Williams.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay, the guy that's stopping by for conversation and a drink today. Ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna love him. Some call him one of the greatest comedians, dead or alive. One of America's greatest entertainers, one of the funniest men on the planet, world-renowned, multi-talented, a comedy legend. He's the top touring comedian selling out arenas. He's a hilarious storyteller, Emmy award-winning actor, voice actor, rapper, writer, producer, director, icon, genius, a national treasure, philanthropist, humanitarian, social activist, a father, one of the great funny men of our generation and any generation, Mr. Katt Williams.
Thank you, sir.
How was that intro?
Magnificent. You are magnificent at intros, and you did not skimp on mine. I appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
After that great intro for Katt, Katt explains the drink he and Shannon are drinking together.
You are magnificent at intros, and you did not skimp on mine. I appreciate it.
Appreciate that. You know, anytime you come to Club Shay Shay, we have to toast.
Yes.
Bro, you've been doing it. I mean, you're one of the top one of the top touring comedians of all time. You already got started before we started taping.
I did.
Appreciate that. Tell the people at home.
I thought they was lying, and yeah, this particular alcohol is stronger than you think it would be, probably by about 2, and unbelievably smoother and milder by the same maybe 30% than you could possibly expect. And unlike cognacs the world over, this one doesn't taste like wood at the end, and it doesn't taste like it's got artificial colors, and it doesn't taste like it's got artificial flavors. It's a fine product.
He's a connoisseur. You can tell he's a cognac connoisseur. He understands the method that goes into making cognac.
Right. Well, as a comedian, you get free drinks at the club. So all comedians either turn out to be connoisseurs like myself, right, or straight up and down alcoholics like 60% of Hollywood.
After that, Katt explained why he did the interview, and according to Katt, he was tired of celebs lying on the podcast.
You to know why I came by.
Yeah, I need you to tell us why.
People know I don't go everywhere. I'm not interested in talking to people unless it's like a Larry King or somebody of an amazing ilk that I would actually want to go talk to in real life.
Okay.
I don't do it so I can sell product, and I got things to sell, so let me come talk. You have a great product here, and as a fan base, we love the attention that you spend on the guest. We love how much work you've done, how well you know them, how prepared you are. The same things that we liked about you in football. You brought that on over to here, and that's why it resonates. And the reason I had to come is because you've made a safe place for the truth to be told. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I have watched all of these lowbrow comedians come here and disrespect you in your face and tell you straight up lies. I'm talking about things that have never been heard in all of Black Hollywood. They feel comfortable sitting here and lying to you about it.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike.
Wait.
And Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now three quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know
he shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was...
Sir, no one... Why no... He was with KD? He beat up Terry Crews? Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and he... What? So Ricky Smiley knows this. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie. But I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy,
right,
where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves it's never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was gonna play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers?
So he starts with Ricky Smiley and how Ricky is telling everyone he should have played the role Katt Williams did on Friday After Next. That is the pimp Money Mike. He then says how Tyler Perry and Ricky Smiley can play the role of a man on any movie, TV series, or sitcom to save their lives. He also says for he and Ricky Smiley to coexist on screen in anything ever, Katt says Ricky has to wear a dress. That's also written in Katt Williams' contract. When Shannon asks him why is it a contract that Ricky has to wear a dress around him, he said that's the only role Ricky Smiley is known for.
Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
So
that he knows is a lie.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did?
After that, he moves to Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer. Boy, does it get ugly.
Consider yourself a king of comedy? Where does Katt?
No, they consider that.
Oh,
like when after Bernie left, them same three guys I'm telling you about, the Kings.
Yeah.
Right? Because DL is the greatest.
Yeah.
No DL slander gets tolerated. But they came to me. I was supposed to be the fourth king. I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie. And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Fuck you. Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was going to be called the Kings of Comedy. It was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course you got to close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it because you can't beat the best. And until you humble yourself, you will forever be kinged by the king. And because you finally did it, because you had no other choice, and now that he gone, you gonna act like he wanted to be a movie star. You stop it. You stop it. That man was funnier than all of y'all, and y'all thought y'all had one over on him. You thought he was black and ugly, and you were good looking, and he couldn't make it because you did. And that ain't the way comedy works. The king is the funniest. Period. Every time. And that's why no audience member was ever swayed. It didn't matter where Bernie went. You think if Bernie went first, he wasn't the king? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get your ego out of this.
After answering that question, Katt moves on to Phase On Love. Didn't see that coming.
That getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Phase On got? 0. So why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people?
Next, Katt explains why he was and still is to this day blackballed in the entertainment industry.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
oh, because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. Right.
Not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal, it's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy.
Katt then moves to Chris Tucker concerning the Smokey role and anything else Chris Tucker involving him and including his Christianity.
Other Friday?
Cube already asked me to write it. I was supposed to have been writing it. This is what these guys are mad about. Like, we lost some great people before this movie could come out regardless.
Right.
And so, yes, there desperately needs to be one. But we miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified, if I'm being honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
Oh, Lord.
Then he knocked me off my feet when he moved to Ludacris. Now, I'm going to show you the clip of what he said in Ludacris's, he and Ludacris's meeting of a certain party they had to attend.
You related to Luda?
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done a... Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200?
Sir.
All right, now listen, fam. It's 2 ways we can approach this video. Number one, we can either view it as entertainment. You know, Katt Williams entertaining us. We bit the bait and we enjoy the entertainment. Or you can view it as this rule of 2024 being the year of exposure. I mean, obviously the choice is yours how you choose to review this, but I don't know. Take it for what you want. All right, now for my final thoughts of this interview. First of all, man, respect to Shannon Sharp. I love your podcast. I love what you did on the gridiron, and I got nothing against you. Big fan of Katt Williams. Love what you did in your history. Nothing against you. But I just find it funny how in every aspect of entertainment, us black people always making another black person an enemy. I think I heard, what was that? Charlemagne the God said earlier, if there's a such thing as an industry plant, how come everybody's not mad at the person who planted the seed instead of being mad at the plant for growing? I say all that to say, if people think like Krishan Rock, I don't know anybody, Krishan Rock or Amaretta, 6ix9ine, you know, anybody is an industry plant. Why would you get mad at the plant for being a plant? Get mad at the farmer. And I heard Charlemagne when he said that. And I say that to say that Katt interviewed, I mean, I know it was long and I didn't get to everything, but Katt's interview was pretty intuitive because he was talking about industry plants, fake people, hypocritical people, but I saw that all of these people he was calling out was black people with no other power than being famous. I mean, let's just call it what it is. I mean, shit. If I'm not Jesus and I make something, would you think the person will be mad at me or the thing that I've made for not working the way they wanted it to work? That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, if you know it's an industry plant, you got to know where the farm is. You go storm the farm and get mad at the farmers. Not to say that all industry plants ain't here to ruin stuff, because I didn't see a lot of them, but I understand what Charlamagne was saying. I also understand that Katt is tired of his name being dragged, lies stored upon him, people stealing his stuff, saying he's doing this and doing that, and he's not, when nobody actually got proof of anything. On the point of, and we also got a response from ItzKooll in response to Katt. I'm waiting on other people, you know, to come on out, but let's take a look at what ItzKooll had to say.
What's cracking? It's your homie ItzKooll. Just wanted to address a few things. You know, everybody been checking out the internet. My man Katt Williams. You know, first of all, I just want to say, you know, we shot that movie over 20 years ago, so, you know, people have different perspectives, and it's been a long time. I also want to say, you know, every comedian that I've worked with, every comedian that I've put in a movie, I only put them in the movie because I thought they was funny. I thought they was perfect for the part. I tried to put them in a position to win. That's what it's all about, you know. I don't, you know, I look at from, you know, Chris Tucker and Bernie Mac and Mike Epps, Katt Williams, you know, Ricky Smiley, Michael Blackson, Cedric, Kevin Hart. You know, all these guys I know are funny as hell. You know, I didn't discover them. You know, they were doing their stand-up or doing their thing, and I knew that they were great and that they could act, and that, you know, if I have an opportunity, I was going to give them an opportunity. You know, to me, that's what it's all about. You know, as far as, you know, specific things, you know, Katt was 100 on a few things. Most of what he was saying, a couple things, you know, I just want to clarify. When we bring in a new, you know, comedian, we do have them try out for different roles. So Ricky did give Money Mike a shot. But when we saw him and, you know, we kind of saw how he moved and how he was, you know, auditioning, we decided that he would be a better, you know, Santa Claus, which was, to me, the perfect casting. When we saw Mike, damn, I call him Money Mike. When we saw Katt, you know, when I saw him, I just knew that he was perfect for Money Mike. And, you know, Katt, you know, said he wrote his role, which, I mean, the role was written, but he enhanced it. This is why Katt was so dope in the movie. You know, Money Mike had a small role, you know, about as big as the Santa Claus role, but when we started filming, he was giving us such magic that we kept expanding his role and giving him more to do because he was on point. You know, when we shoot these movies, you know, for one, the scripts are fire, or they wouldn't even do it. The scripts are laugh out funny. But we shoot the script, but once we get what we need from the script, we let the comedians ad-lib, riff, play with the words, do their thing. We give them a take where they can, or 2, 3 takes where they can go off and do what they feel. Sometimes it makes the movie, sometimes it don't. When somebody gives you jewels, you want to try to make sure that makes the movie. So in the movie, there's second thing I want to clear up. I would never shoot a rape scene in a movie, especially like Friday, where you actually see this happening on camera. That ain't my style. If you check out any of my movies, they're not raunchy. We did a movie called Players Club where the subject matter was a little raunchy, but for the most part, even that, we left it to your imagination. So the only reason that kind of stuff was in the movie is because you have 3 villains in Friday After Next. You have Santa Claus stealing presents. You have Damon, just got out of prison, sweating Craig and Day for the rent money. And then you have Money Mike, a pimp that treats his woman, like a property. So Craig is always fighting the villains in the movie, from the Joker Brothers to Debo. And so we already had Craig fighting Santa Claus. And the only real way to get rid of the other 2 villains was to have them go against each other. And the plier joke was always in the script, was never, we would never ever show that. That's not my style if you look at any of my movies. So, that was never a discussion. We, at that point in everybody's career, we would listen to a certain extent, but we wasn't gonna change the movie for any actor. We do what we feel, and if it was a rape scene, it would have been in the movie. There was no reason not to shoot it. But that's not my style. I don't even like that kind of shit in movies, on camera. And so, that was, to me, a little discrepancy there. Katt, he wrote a lot of his part because, like I said, he was giving us jewels, so we were keeping the camera rolling. He was coming off the dome. He was coming prepared every day to steal the show. That was his mission. And, that's what he did, with the movie. And it launched his career, And I'm proud of the movie. I'm proud of all the guys who've, come through, a Q Vision production and went on to do bigger and better things. And look, a lot of people are talking about pay and how much they was paid on these movies that were extremely low budget. Most of these guys work a couple of days, and when you're doing a movie, there's over 100 people working on the movie that need to get paid. Most of them got to get paid every day. And there's pre-production and post-production. Even after you finish with the actors, you got to pay editors and sound people. And my movies are all about quality, so most of the money go up on the screen. I'm not giving you no bullshit. I'm not giving you no low budget, shit you can laugh at because it's so cheap. So, we try to put all the money on the screen. And so any actor that's mad at what they got paid, just look at what you was doing. Look at where your career was at the time. Take a look at where it is now. And Friday has something to do with that, I believe. And I put a lot of people in movies, but they ain't never put me in a movie. So you can take that for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? I've given a lot of these guys opportunities. And I still act, so I'm waiting for a call. I ain't got to produce everything or write everything. I got love for all the comedians that I've worked with. Got, much love for Katt. He spoke up for me a lot. And I just wanted to be clear and clarify some things. And shit, man. I hope y'all have a good 2024.
Whatever's heavy on my heart is always on my mind. Like Snoop's cannabis shredder, I'm always on my grind. They throwing shade cause niggas could never take my shine. I bring my watch collection on my jet, let me take my time. Like fine wine, I'm aging like Benjamin. Top 5, I'm worth mentioning. Bring me rappers, I'm lynching them. See the pendulum swing, Jesus with diamond thorns. Ludicrous, swaddled in Gucci linens when I was born. Never been Illuminati, only Illuminati. And I only left with bitches when coming from any party. Now I'm married with kids, the evolution of life. Never been a clout chaser, never say shit for likes. R.I.P. John Singleton. You never have to flex when you earn every one of your Fast and Furious checks. Afro with the sideburns, yeah, that's my signature. Addictions on the rise, comedians check your temperature. Whatever's heavy.
Harvey here. Yeah. You thought I was gonna run, huh? Y'all wondering where's Steve Harvey? I know people been waiting on my response to what Katt Williams done said on Club Shay Shay. I was on Club Shay Shay before Katt Williams. See, the reason why it took so long, I had to pray to God to give me the strength not to get mad. God talked to me every day, every damn day. I've been in this business a long time, boy. See, you done messed up with the wrong one. See, you just sitting there talking that bullshit to Shannon Sharp, talking about I couldn't be a movie star. Yeah. I guess you didn't see You Got Served. Yeah, that there was acting, huh? Then you gonna say I took Mark Curry's jokes and stole his show. Boy, you got the nerve to call me Mr. Potato Head. Calling my ass Mr. Potato Head. Yeah. Woo! That was a good one. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good one. But I digress. So what? I wore a wig, huh? People asking.
Never choking, always smoking dope. Fucking if they getting over, got a month of coke because the kid the coldest. Ain't changed, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid getting older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lotion. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket, not promotion. Shout out Sushi Sweet